this story, even though many of you have heard it before. Hear it now like you've never heard it before, because this is who you are and this is how it all fits together. You, source energy. Before you came into this physical body, source energy, hear it and try to embrace it. We can feel it bouncing off of many of you. Source energy, way too big. Source energy, way too big. Well, deal with it. Source energy, you, source energy before you came forth into this physical body. And then you said, I would like to express in physical form, and so a part of that source energy that is really you comes forth into this physical body, and splat, you're born. Right away, you become socialized with those around you, but you are still knowing who you are. In fact, in those early days of your physical birth, you are expressing one stream of pure positive energy, the point of view of source, now being seen through the tiny eyes of the tiny infant that those around you are calling, oh, look at this unknowing little baby. And you are knowing, I am knowing all, because I have just come fresh from the place that knows it all. And then, here you are in your physical form. You begin to integrate yourself into your society. You mix it up with others, and all day, every day, through the deciphering of life that you are living, you, genius you, brilliant God force you, give birth to new rockets of desires. If someone's rude, you want them to be nicer. If you're rude, you want to be nicer. If you don't have enough of something that you need, you ask for it. In other words, all day, every day, at all levels of your being, even cellular levels, you're asking. And law of attraction is matching your requests in this way. So as you are asking, there is, as with all things that are ever created or manifested, there is a rocket of desire. There is a vibration that precedes manifestation, that exudes from you, that radiates from you, a signal or request or asking that radiates from you. And as it radiates from you, law of attraction and all that is match that vibrational signal. That's why we say to you, when you ask, it is given. Even when you do not use your words to ask, in fact, especially when you do not use your words to ask. When you have life experience that makes you want something, you send out a rocket or a request, and that request is answered immediately. So fast that if you would allow it, those around you would call you the miracle maker of all miracle makers. It comes down to the power of using the focus of your mind. And many of you think, oh, we're in one of those weird seminars. They're going to start talking about mind control again. And we say, because you are vibrational beings, you must address the vibrational nature of your being. And the more you become those who try to create through your words and action, the more you separate yourself from the knowledge of who you really are, and the weaker you become as an individual or as a society. And when you find ways to quiet your mind, to release resistance, or to find thoughts that are resistant-free, and you learn to hold yourself consistently, chronically, in vibrational alignment with who you really are, you begin to see the world through the eyes of Source. You begin to understand things as they really are. The distortions of all things begin to fade. Your purpose and reason for living begins to come full view. And most important, you begin to understand your place in this leading edge expansion, your place in the universe. And then what happens to you is your feeling of well-being and worthiness, your feeling of self-appreciation sweeps around you and through you and permeates everything that you are and radiates to the boundaries of this boundaryless universe and assists everyone who comes into contact with you, even in the slightest way, of being uplifted, because you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the source within you. You are no longer a fragmented shadow.